Before James died, he smiled and laughed.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Wednesday, June 17th, 2026, right? Yeah, that's all the date. It's right there on the computer. This is going to be a video game collection video, Xbox 360 library collection. So if that's not your thing, sorry, you can come back tomorrow and see a different video. I needed a day where I didn't go do anything. I'm exhausted after several days of doing events and things, so I just want to sit at home and kind of do nothing. And these are the perfect videos to make when I want to do that. So we're going to listen to some NoFX. This is their album, single album, which came out, I think, last year or 2 years ago? I don't know. But we're going to listen to that in the background while I show off the next 10 video games in my Xbox 360 collection. There we go. Starting things off, we have Fallout 3. A fantastic video game. Big open world science fiction role-playing game from Bethesda. They cut their teeth, became quite popular due to the Elder Scrolls games. They made 4 of those, and then they released Fallout 3 after purchasing the rights to the franchise from Interplay, I believe it was, who owned it. Maybe Obsidian owned it. Somebody owned it. It wasn't Bethesda, but they bought the rights, and they put out Fallout 3. The first 2 Fallout games were isometric role-playing games where you kind of moved around the map and selected commands, and it's kind of turn-based combat, whereas Fallout 3 was just a straight-up first-person RPG similar to the Elder Scrolls. I played the heck out of this game. Hours and hours and hours spent exploring the Washington, D.C. wasteland in Fallout 3. Absolutely love this game. One of my all-time favorites, and I think it's only been eclipsed by one other Fallout game, which is Fallout New Vegas. Took everything that made Fallout 3 great and enhanced it. There's more companions, a greater, richer world to explore. Of course, the whole Las Vegas theme gives it an air of coolness. There's a lot of really interesting, neat characters, fantastic writing. This game, like if there was a novelization of New Vegas out there, and there might be, I don't know, but if there is, I mean, the game could have been a novel. It's absolutely fantastic. The recent Fallout TV show that's been aired, or that was streaming on Amazon Prime, they took a lot of their most recent season was in New Vegas. So if you've watched that show, you've seen a lot of the kind of themes and ideas from this game translated to that series, and vice versa. One of my all-time favorite video games, Fallout New Vegas, is spectacular, and I highly recommend it to anybody, gamer or not. This is a fantastic title, and it will make you fall in love with video games, I promise. Alright, moving on from New Vegas, Fallout New Vegas, to a game that I don't really like. FIFA 06, Road to the World Cup. Now, we are in World Cup season right now. The World Cup is here in America. I was unable to purchase tickets because I'm not a billionaire and I can't afford to buy, the cheap seats at any of those stadiums because they're like 85,000 a seat or some ridiculous number like that. So anyways, neither here nor there. This is FIFA 06, a launch title for the Xbox 360, and I gotta say it's not very good. It's just not. It's the graphics are really bad. I'm sure at the time we were kind of blown away by them because it was the next gen, but honestly it's not that much of a difference over the PlayStation 2 or Xbox graphics. They're just not. They're not good. As far as the gameplay goes, really rudimentary, not exciting in any way. I mean, if you like soccer, if you like football, then I'm sure you have this, and I'm sure you enjoyed it. But for like greatest football games, soccer games of all time, this is not it. Next, I have FIFA Street. This is a more arcade style soccer game compared to FIFA 06. Sorry, that's a good drum roll. Anyway, FIFA Street. This is fun enough. I didn't love it. I didn't hate it either, though. But I can't see myself sitting around for hours and hours playing this. I played it for 45 minutes, just enough for a couple of matches. It was fine enough. There's a lot of I want to say live servicey style checklists you have to do in this, but the game's not a live service game. It just gives you a bunch of tasks you have to complete in different matches. You get experience points to unlock various different things, costumes and whatnot. It's just, I guess it's if you love checklist games, if you love doing things just to tick off boxes, then FIFA Street is fine enough. But generally speaking, this is a miss. All right, moving on. Final Fantasy 13. I gotta say, I love this game. Final Fantasy 13 is, I'm gonna say it, it's one of my favorite Final Fantasy games ever made. I put it up there in the same breath as Final Fantasy 5 or 6, Final Fantasy 4. Even though 4 is my favorite of all time, I still think this ranks among them. Probably not as good as Final Fantasy 7. What is? That's arguably the greatest Final Fantasy game of all time. But 13, one of my favorites. And it's kind of a controversial statement because I know a lot of people who really, really hate Final Fantasy 13. They feel like it's too linear, that the characters are too dour, that it's just kind of a slog to get through. And I don't completely disagree with all of that, but for whatever reason, I really identified and latched on to all of these characters. Love them personally. Lightning is my phone's wallpaper. I love this character. I love this world. I've played the other two games as well, Final Fantasy 13-2 and Final Fantasy 13 Lightning Returns. Loved all three of them. I want more. I'm never going to get more, but that's okay. Great game. Love Final Fantasy 13. Next up, we have Fist of the North Star, Ken's Rage. Let's say Kentaro. It's Ken. They call him Ken in America. Anyway, Fist of the North Star, Ken's Rage is a Musou game from Koei Tecmo. They are, of course, the same publishers as Dynasty Warriors. That's what the Musou game kind of genre was born with Dynasty Warriors. And so this follows in that vein. You play as Ken, and you go through the story of the Fist of the North Star, either anime or manga. I'm not sure what exactly it follows, but it's essentially, if you've read the manga, if you've seen the anime film, then you know this story, front and back. Really cool game. It is a little, like all Dynasty Warriors, monotonous, because you're just you're punching your way through waves and waves and waves of guys. It does try to do some interesting things with it, or at least be different than just hacking and slashing. There's various, they want you to kill enemies in certain ways. There's a way to if you know Fist of the North Star, there's a way that Ken hits people and their brains explode. So you do have to kind of you can end some fights in one hit by pulling off certain tricks to stab your fingers into their chest and give the little symbol or whatever. Really fun if you like Musou games. If you don't like Musou games, you're probably not going to get a lot out of it. But a guy like me, I can play this all day. Alright, next up we have Gears of War 3. Now, you're wondering, Andy, where's Gears of War and Gears of War 2? Well, I have the first Gears of War, the remake, for Xbox One, and I'll probably get the remake that came out on PS5 and Series X at some point. Not now, I don't need to now, but this is it. That's where I have it. As far as Gears of War 2, I don't have that. I should probably go out and get it so I have a copy. I think I have a digital version on the Xbox One, which is probably why I don't have a physical one. But needless to say, I should get it and have it as part of my collection. Anyway, Gears of War 3, this is fine. If you like Gears of War games, you're gonna like Gears of War 3. If you don't like Gears of War 3, or if you don't like Gears of War games, I don't know what to tell you. This is not for you, and they probably never will be. But what are you gonna do? All right, here we are on one of my other all-time favorite games, Grand Theft Auto 4. Now, is this my favorite Grand Theft Auto game? No, not at all. Not even close. My favorite is probably 5. It's the best one out of all of them. It took all the ideas from the previous games and put it into one excellent package. I have a very, very strong soft spot for Grand Theft Auto 3 because it was the first one I played, the first one in their series that was open world, or the kind of open world we know now. But 4 is a great game on its own. I would probably rank it near the bottom. I like San Andreas better. I like Vice City better. I guess it's better than like the stories, Liberty City stories and Vice City stories, but only just so. I don't like the vehicle controls in this game. They are very sluggish, and it just wasn't fun to drive. And Grand Theft Auto is all about driving. It's in the name of the game. You're stealing cars constantly. And so to make the driving not interesting or easy or neat or fun was a real miss on their part. But overall, this is a great story. It has a really great, cool world to explore. It took us back to the kind of New York setting that 3 had after spending time in San Andreas and Vice City on the other PlayStation games. So again, a fantastic game, but I think low on the list of Grand Theft Auto titles overall. Just because I said Grand Theft Auto 4 was low on the scale of good GTA games does not mean that I didn't like it. I loved it, which is also why, of course, I got the Grand Theft Auto Episodes from Liberty City expansion for Grand Theft Auto 4. Technically, this is a standalone game. Like, you don't need to have 4 to play this. But why wouldn't you have? Why would you play this and not 4? This contains 2 basically DLC stories, The Lost and the Damned and The Ballad of Gay Tony, where you play as 2 new characters. Grand Theft Auto 4, this is the story of Niko Bellic and his rise from European immigrant criminal to like the head of New York's criminal underground. And so this game, the expansions followed 2 other new characters, Johnny and who's the other guy? Luis Lopez. Anyway, so to be honest, I never finished these. I didn't. I don't know why I didn't. I should probably go in and get to it, but I haven't. But what can you say? It's just more Grand Theft Auto. It's just more story content for Grand Theft Auto 4. Again, like I said, I didn't quite love the driving, so I wasn't like super excited to jump back into this one. But eventually I will, and I'm sure I'll like it. And last but not least, for today's Xbox 360 library collection, I have Green Day Rock Band, the second band-centric, band-specific rock band title. The first being the Beatles Rock Band, and then how do you follow up the Beatles? Well, with Green Day, right? The world's greatest punk rock band. I have nothing against Green Day. I like Green Day a lot. Dookie is one of my favorite albums. I loved listening to that growing up. I love listening to it now. It's still a great album. Some of their later stuff I can do without, like I don't need some of it. But overall, Green Day is an important band. They did help make punk mainstream in the 90s, and they are an American band. They are an American export. People around the world, when they think of America, I'm sure some of them think of Green Day because they are so American and all that. So why am I so sweaty? I think I'm nervous. Billy Joe Armstrong's on this cover. I'm like, oh, I'm nervous. No, it's been kind of hot recently. Anyway, Green Day Rock Band is just like the other Rock Band games. You play plastic instruments to the colored jewels on the screen. This one is, of course, just all Green Day songs. It's got a ton of stuff on here. I mean, I'm not going to read off all the songs it has, but it's got quite a collection. 47 different Green Day songs on here, including your favorites like Long View And when I come around and warning, there without borders, I said a warning, this song kinda sucks. That's one of the songs I don't like. So yeah, Green Day Rock Band, they had DLC for it. You can't get it anymore because they delisted all this stuff. So if you want to play Green Day Rock Band, you gotta have this disc. Sorry. Well, I want to thank you for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed getting a peek at my Xbox 360 collection. I will be back with another collection video sometime in the future. Not sure when. This was a pretty long stretch between collection videos. So it could be next week, it could be a month from now. I'm not sure when I'll get to it, but we will get to it eventually, and we will get through all my Xbox 360 games. So until tomorrow, have a good one. Bye-bye.